Ako po si Tene Rose Tayandate.
At ako naman si Michael Davantes.
At ito ang Mabuhay Montreal TV.
Kumusta po mga kababayan? Welcome po sa ating programa. Ngayong araw na ito ay pag-uusapan natin kung paano maiwasan ang immigration fraud at ito ay para sa ating mga kababayan na gustong mag-sponsor o nais makapunta dito sa Canada. Makakausap natin maya-maya ang isang rehistradong immigration consultant.
At makakapanayan po natin ang Filipino-Canadian YouTube sensation na si Mikey Bustos. Atin rin makakausap ang isang Filipina na isa sa mga developers ng Navot, na ito ay isang tool para makatulong sa mga bagong lipat o gustong lumipat dito sa Canada.
So Tenny, hindi pa rin maalis sa ating mga Pilipino ang hindi mangarap na mga ibang bayan. Dahil nga sa libo-libong mga Pilipino ang gustong makapunta sa ibang bansa, ay marami rin naman ang gustong manloko.
Oo, tama yan, Michael. Sa atin naman mga kababayan, maraming mga oportunista. Ikaw, kung tatanungin ko, may mga kakilala ka bang yung mga nagre-reklamo na o na naging biktima nitong panloloko?
Yes, meron actually akong dalawang kilala sa Pilipinas at ito ay si Enrico Abalos na taga Makati at si Tito Raymando na taga Quezon City. Bali, meron silang pinsan rito sa Canada at yung kanilang pinsan ay nilapitan ng kanyang kaibigan na meron daw siyang kumpanya o employer na nangangailangan ng empleyado sa Pilipinas.
Okay.
So yun, nagbigay ng pera itong dalawang ito, si Enrico Abalos at si Tito Raymando, at nag-umpisa nang i-process ang kanilang mga papeles. Ngunit matapos ang ilang buwan ay biglang nag-disappear itong consultant na ito.
So ibig sabihin na proseso na yung mga papeles nila without even knowing na kung legal ang mga agencies na nilapitan nila.
Actually, hindi nga nila alam kung na-process nga ito dahil hanggang ngayon ay hindi na talaga nila makita itong naging consultant nila.
Alam mo, Michael, isa lang yan sa I think mga problema na na-encounter ng ating mga kababayan na nag-a-apply dito papunta sa Canada.
Oo, marami talaga yan. Kaya nga, maya-maya nga, as I've said, ay makakusap natin ng isang rehistradong immigration consultant para maiwasan natin itong immigration fraud. So wag po kayong aalis, babalik po ang Mabuhay Montreal TV. Sa ilalim ng batas dito sa Canada, tanging ang otorisadong immigration representative ang pwedeng maningil ng bayad para tulungan ang isang nag-a-apply ng Canadian visa.
Ngunit kung ang isang aplikante ay gagamit ng hindi otorisadong representative, ang kanilang application ay maaaring matanggihan at sila ay maging biktima lamang ng panloloko.
So ngayon po ay meron po tayong bisita na isang lisensyadong immigration consultant at siya ay si Marjorie Quintos. Kumusta, Marjorie?
Mabuti naman, Michael and Tenny. Salamat po sa pag-imbita po sa akin dito. Una sa lahat, gusto ko lang i-clarify na hindi dahil sa hindi lisensyado ang isang representative, hindi na sila pwedeng mag-represent or matatanggihan or ma-refuse na kaagad yung application na gagawin nila. No? Kasi meron naman talagang mga taong marunong din gumawa ng application based on their own experience, okay? Now, yung mga taong walang lisensya na ganun ay hindi dapat naniningil. Kasi hindi sila inaalaw ng Immigration Canada na maningil. Ngayon, sa isang kliyente naman, kung magbabayad lang din naman sila, bakit hindi na lang doon sa may lisensya or authorized talaga ng Immigration Canada?
Exactly, definitely makes sense. So paano malalaman ng isang aplikante na otorisado ang isang consultant?
Una sa lahat, kailangan malaman nila kung sino-sino ba talaga yung mga otorisado. Merong mga lawyers, allowed sila. Meron ding mga paralegals. Sa Quebec, meron tayong mga Quebec notaries. At kung saan ako nabibilang, yung Immigration Consultants of Canada Regulatory Council or ICCRC. Ito yung regulatory body ng lahat ng licensed immigration consultants dito sa Canada.
Marami tayong nakitang job offer sa internet. Kung sakaling maniningil ang isang kumpanya o consultancy firm para sa pag-ayos ng papeles, ito ba ay maaaring senyales na sila ay biktima ng panloloko?
Well, kailangan lang nating malaman na simula pa noong 2008, ang POEA, yung Philippine Overseas Employment Agency, ay nagbabawal na sa pangungulekta ng placement fee sa lahat ng mga aplikante papuntang Canada. So, dapat ang magbayad ng placement fee at saka ng airfare at saka yung insurance ng applicants ay ang employer po. So, kahit na merong genuine na job offer, dapat talaga hindi nagbabayad ang isang tao sa recruiter.
Ayun.
Meron bang
dapat tandaan?
Yes. Meron bang mga website na pwede nating makita kung saan itong mga tunay na ahensya o consultant ay nakalista?
Una, kung placement agency or recruitment agency ang hinahanap natin, nakalista po sila sa POEA websites. Ngayon naman, kung immigration consultants naman ang hanap natin, nakalista po silang lahat sa Citizenship and Immigration Canada websites, sa cic.gc.ca.
Oo. Ano ba ang mga kaparusahan ng mga peking mga consultants na to?
May kaparusahan na $100,000 at 2 taong pagkakulong at a minimum.
Matanong kita, kung sakasakali man na may complaint ka sa iyong consultant, kasi hindi question na otorisado yung ahensya o agency mo, ay magiging maayos na lahat ng iyong application na your application, pag-apply mo sa iyong application visa, kagaya ng nangyari dun sa mag-asawa sa Vancouver, kung saan they are now facing deportation dahil sa false information na sinulat ang kanilang consultant. Halimbawa, nangyari ito, may mali ang consultant at pinapaikot-ikot ka ng iyong consultant at gusto mo mag-complain. How would you proceed such complaint?
Ang sinasabi natin kapag nag-out there na, pag nag-out na, pag napag-usapan na, masosolve na ang kaso. Para sa akin, hindi. Para sa akin, ang paglalabas ng istorya sa social media, sa Facebook, sa media, hindi nakakatulong yun. Okay? Hindi porket pinag-uusapan na, masosolve na yung case. Okay? Dapat kukontakin ng kliyente yung regulatory body na nakakasakop doon sa consultant. So kung lawyer, merong bar association. Kung immigration consultant naman, sa ICCRC. So dapat doon sila kumontak kasi yung regulator, yung nagli-litigate at saka nag-investigate, and then they make sure na yung client, kapag napatunayang nagkamali talaga yung consultant, ay covered yung client ng errors and omissions insurance ng representative.
Oo, tama yun, Marjorie and Michael. Kasi alam mo, pag talagang sa social network yun, social media, lalong lumalala ang problema. It's like case-to-case basis. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na na-experience yan ng isang kaibigan mo, pareho nang i-advise mo dun sa isang kaibigan mo. Anyway, ano ba ang mga papeles o dokumento na pwedeng i-back up kung sakalin sila ay mag-complain?
Siyempre, yung immigration consulting service agreement nila, ano ba yung nakasaad doon? Ano ba yung hindi nasunod ng consultant? Okay? Pangalawa, yung lahat ng kopya ng correspondences nila, like emails, ganyan, yung mga application forms na pinirmahan ng kliyente, at kung ano talaga yung nasubmit, at saka yung mga resibo ng lahat ng binayaran nila, para alam kung ano ba yung napunta sa government at ano ba yung napunta sa consultant.
Oo. Ano yung mga original documents or pwede yung mga Xerox copy?
Yung mga, kahit mga photocopy lang, basta truthful.
Okay.
Kanina, Marjorie, napag-usapan natin namin ni Tenny, ang dalawang Pilipino na pagkatapos na maibigay nila ang kanilang pera sa isang consultant, ay biglang nag-disappear itong consultant. May magagawa ba sila para maibalik nila ang kanilang pera?
Ngayon, sigurado bang consultant ito? Lisensyado ba o hindi? So, pupunta sila muna sa kaukulang website kung saan makikita nila yung pangalan ng tao kung lisensyado o hindi. Kung lisensyado, punta sila sa regulator. Okay? Kasi ganun din, it goes the same way, yung sinabi ko kanina na yung regulator can do the investigation. No? Ngayon, kung hindi naman regulated yung consultant, walang lisensya, walang kung ano man, pwede silang mag-file na ng case sa either sa small claims courts or sa city, anong tawag doon? Mga court, di ba?
I see. So, meron ka pa bang pwedeng idagdag para talaga maiwasan natin itong immigration fraud para sa ating mga kababayan?
Well, kapag pipili po tayo ng consultant, may mga bagay na dapat nating ikonsidera. Okay? Minsan, makinig sa kaibigan. Okay? Yung success stories ng mga kaibigan, kung sino ba talaga yung consultant na tumulong sa kanila at hindi yung pinirahan lang sila. Pangalawa, mag-search sila ng different consultants. Magtanong-tanong. Ngayon, ang tunay na consultant ay sasabihin kung qualified ka talaga o hindi. At kung hindi ka qualified, dapat tanggihan nila kahit magbayad ka ng magkano. Pangatlo, kailangan syempre aware tayo kung ano ba yung background ng company na to. Matagal na ba sila sa industry? Bago lang ba sila? Kasi kapag matagal na sa industry, yun yung mga hindi natitibag. Okay? Pang-apat, syempre, basahin mas mabuti kung ano yung pinipirmahan nating service agreement. Read the fine prints. Yun lang naman sa ngayon.
Thank you so much, Marjorie, for giving us your time. And sana nakatulong tayo sa ating mga kababayan. Magbabalik po ang MMTV.
Welcome back sa MMTV.
At sabi nga natin, Michael, kanina, pumunta dito sa Montreal ang isang Filipino-Canadian YouTube sensation na si Mabuhay Bustos. Nakasama yan ang ating kababayan na si Hayden.
I have a dream that one day Filipinos everywhere will take over the world. But in order for that to happen, we must remember the Filipino way. And that is why I am here. I am Super Pinoy Boy.
My full name is Michael John Yadanto Mangil Pestaño Bustos. Try saying that 5 times.
Opo Pinoy style. I got my balikbayan box. So pull up imported products. Damn these clouds, I don't know what it is.
Hey everyone, I'm Hayden Whiting and I'm sitting here with Mikey Bustos. How you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, bienvenue à Montréal.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
You're originally from Toronto, but you
I am
actually lived in Montreal for a while.
That's correct. I was born and raised in Toronto, but I did move here in 2007 and spent 3 years here, and it just was totally amazing. Love being back here in Montreal.
You're known for being a multidisciplinary artist.
I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to fit you into one category. I mean, you sing, you do radio, you do comedy. Did you ever imagine that all of this could be happening right now when you first started out?
Well, you know, I kind of had no plan. I just knew what I liked. And I've kind of made it a life mission to just do things that I like and just run with it. And that's what I've done. And singing has been a passion of mine, so I've pursued that, and that's really flourished. And then the comedy is kind of something new that I've discovered, and I learned I liked it, so I just kind of ran with it too on YouTube. So I did that.
It seems very natural for you though to do that, to mix kind of both together, the comedy and the singing. And
well, it's really funny because most people expect me to be a big comedian, even in person, but I'm quite serious, mostly. So the comedy just kind of was this Pinoy boy character that just came out of nowhere and that just manifested somehow. And you know, I suppose everything I do are little facets of my personality that were buried and are now kind of manifested.
You're making songs now, you're even covering stuff.
Yeah.
And using that as
it's kind of a platform.
Even the technical part of it, you know, Avicii's Wake Me Up.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, that was a kind of a cool thing. I mean, most people knew me because of YouTube as just a comedian. And so when the Avicii video, the a cappella video I did, went viral and it made it to the Today Show and Good Morning America, that to me was a relief because it kind of was my first introduction to the world, besides Canadians, of course, that I'm a singer too.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. Oh, this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
How did expanding your career to the Philippines come about?
I think it wasn't until the YouTube thing just kind of blew up that I ended up in the Philippines, and URC, a company of a snack brand called Chicharon and Manghuan, flew me to the Philippines to shoot some commercials, which then kind of spiraled into a TV career there. I was signed by GMA TV network in the Philippines, and it's just really spiraled into so many different ways to entertain people, and it's just, I'm kind of living a dream there. It's really fantastic.
But now, spending so much time working and living in the Philippines, have there ever been moments where you're reminded of your Canadian roots? And has this ever made you feel maybe a little bit on the outside, or have you taken advantage of that and it's helped you out?
I feel really blessed because I'm in a unique situation where here I grew up raised in the Filipino culture, but in Canada, so I could see the minute differences in Canadian culture that are different to Filipino culture. And then when I moved to Philippines, it was swapped. So as a Canadian, I could see all the differences in Filipino culture, you know, that were different from what I knew as a Canadian growing up. So from that perspective, I was able to come up with some really neat material for YouTube and for the stage, for performing. It's a unique situation to be in as an observer, to be part of both worlds.
So this tour is called the Balikbayan Box Tour.
I think this show is one of my most interactive shows that I've ever done. And it's a mix of video and dancing and props and costume and comedy, some spiels and different gags. So it's, I was really excited to bring this to Canada. We performed already in Toronto, done 2 shows there, performed last night in Niagara Falls, and tonight we're bringing it to Montreal.
All right. Well, we'll let you get ready for the show. So
thank you.
Thank you a lot, Mikey.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Mikey Bustos.
My work is done. Tama na. Super tricycle to the super bahay kubo. Po!
Nakakatawa talaga itong si Mikey Bustos, and actually I've been following his career mula nung maging finalist siya sa Canadian Idol.
Oo, tama yan, Michael. Isa sa kanta na hindi ko makakalimutan na sinayaw namin sa isang organization dito ay yung parang Tagalog version ng Gangnam Style, yung Opo Pino Style. Maganda kasi in-incorporate nila yung Filipino culture na pagsuot natin ng barong Tagalog.
Ayan, dahil sa yaman ng ating kulturang Pilipino ay marami talaga ang pwedeng gawing parang humorous na mga skits.
Oo.
Yes.
Na Filipino lang talaga nakakaintindi.
Exactly. So ayan, kaya kung may oras po kayo, extra time, ay panoorin niyo po itong mga YouTube videos na upload ni Mikey Bustos at sigurado po kayong matatawa. Magbabalik po ang Mabuhay Montreal Television.
Nagbabalik po ang MMTV.
Napakahirap po ang mag-immigrate at lumipat sa panibagong lugar, lalo na't hindi ka sigurado kung ano ang iyong magiging neighborhood.
Kung kaya't meron pong isang Filipina na tumulong sa pag-develop ng isang app na pwedeng maging guide sa iyong desisyon sa pagpili ng lugar.
Have you been through the stress of moving to a different city? Navid can help. Let's go see how.
Meet Linda. Linda's a real estate professional who's been looking for a way to connect with people moving to her city before they arrive. Now, she's grown tired of spending her marketing budget on outdated methods like flyers and expensive ad space. Linda feels much happier now because she recently discovered votre.com, a website that revolutionizes the way real estate professionals market their services.
I'm with Arabel Cruz, designer and one of the co-founders of Navid. Hi, Arabel.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having us here.
Thank you for coming to our office.
Not a problem. So I'm excited to hear about Navid. Tell me, what do you do at Navid?
I'm the designer. I'm in charge of the branding, the user experience, the front-end development of the application.
Tell me, how did you become one of the co-founders of this company?
It was a long story, actually. Mauro approached me before, and he told me that they need a designer and they need help with the user experience of the web application. So I decided to join the Navid.
So Arabel, ano ang Navid?
Navid is a web application for people that are moving. Halimbawa, galing ka sa Pilipinas o sa ibang bansa, gusto mong lumipat sa Canada, pero wala kang alam tungkol sa city na lilipatan mo. So basically, we will try to help you find the safe neighborhood for you. Halimbawa, maghahanap ka ng apartment to live in or gusto mong bumili ng bahay. Tutulungan ka namin na makahanap ng real estate agent or property manager na maaari mong kontakin para tanungin kung tungkol sa, sa bahay na gusto mong lipatan or gusto mong bilhin.
So depending on what preferences you want?
Yes, definitely. We will try to, depending on your personal preferences, budget, we will try to help you definitely find the best neighborhood for you.
Is there anything you want to mention to our viewers?
Yes, definitely. I'd like to invite everyone to check out votre.com. Especially now, the moving season is approaching. If you're moving to a new city or just moving around within the city, definitely try navot.com, and you will see how effective that tool is. It will definitely help you find what you're looking for in a neighborhood.
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Derwin.
So Tenny, nung mag-immigrate ka dito sa Canada, meron ka na bang idea kung anong klaseng neighborhood ang iyong pupuntahan?
May konti akong idea, Michael, kasi yung kapatid ko nandito, actually sinabi niya na maraming mga Filipino, na kapitbahay, yung apartment namin, yung parang makakasama namin mga kaibigan niya.
Ako nga rin, ibumagsak ako sa isang neighborhood, yung Codenes, kung saan napakarami talagang Pilipino. So, feel at home pa rin naman ako. Ang diferensya lang actually ay walang mga puno ng mga nyog, mga ganyan. O yung mga
talagang
tao.
Talagang sitting-sitting.
Yes. Hindi ka kaya sa atin na buwaba ka ng bahay, lumabas ka ng bahay, ay nandun ang mga kaibigan mo. So, medyo malungkot pa rin, although dahil nga sa may mga tao sa mga tindahan ng mga kapwa mo Pilipino ay medyo naging parang hindi masyadong difficult para sa akin.
Oo, tsaka ang nakakatuwa dun, Michael, marami pa rin mga tindahan na mapupuntahan na talagang makakabili ka ng mga Filipino products.
Yes, exactly. Kaya yun, kung dahil nga sa Nabut, ay pwede mo makita mga ganitong neighbor na kung saan ay fit sa iyong lifestyle, di ba?
Okay. Marami pong salamat sa pagtangkilik sa aming programa.
Na patuloy na naglilingkod sa ating mga kababayan.
Muli po tayo magsama-sama
dito sa MMTV.